Ultra whoa baby mega doozy alert. Wave goodbye off Euphoria Morning for Sage Wood, Nick Guitar, Joseph McClanahan, Christian Rodriguez, and most importantly you. Thank you for joining for this very, very special song. I'm going to do the intro one time here for you where my wah pedal is, so you believe me, because it doesn't sound quite right without the wah. Then I'm going to retreat to the normal teaching zone, and you can plug in your own wah pedal and do what we're about to do. I can't be talking and showing and thinking and wahing all at the same time anyways. So here we go. Intro one time. Probably an auto wah anyways, which I don't even have. So anyways, here we go. Get strapped in. We need an A7 chord. This kind of A7 chord, your A bar chord, right, without the pinky. Then D7, that's starting on the A string. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5 with the... You're going to go D7, C sharp 7, 1 fret lower, C7, 1 fret lower than that. Then grab F sharp, the whole bar chord on the 2nd fret. You're going to slide it up to G, and after you get there, make it G7. Then we hit B minor 7. That's B minor with no pinky. So, A7, D7, C sharp 7, C7, F sharp G, G7, B minor 7. For your intro, the first part of your intro. Then we hit F sharp minor, and you can kind of combine the two different guitar parts if you want by hammering on from open to 2 on the E string. I like to, before you strum your F sharp minor. So F sharp minor, B power chord, open A string, E string goes O2 back into F sharp minor. And there's an improv spot there, and you can do whatever you want with the notes A2, A4, D2, D4, G2, G4. You can even just consider it F sharp minor pentatonic. And do whatever you want there when we land back on the F sharp minor. You do that twice. I think that one's my favorite. 2 to 4 on the D string. The 2 is a grace note, a note that barely happens. And then just the A string, 2, 4. That's your whole intro. The verse starts with A7, but you got to use your middle and your ring fingers because this happens. The B string goes 1, 2. My pointer finger's back there to grab it. A7 to C sharp 7. That's the middle of the from the very beginning. The 4th fret 7 chord. Then the A string goes 6, 8, and then we're into this thing that we just talked about. So here we go. First line of verse. A7, C sharp 7, 6th fret, 8th fret, this thing. With the improv spot. The second line starts the same with the A7, C sharp 7. Now we're going to go to F sharp minor, but next we're going to play F sharp minor 7 with an E in the bass. You're going to notice a lot of similarities between this and Preaching the End of the World, which makes a lot of sense, right? So F sharp minor 7 with an E in the bass means from F sharp minor, take your pointer finger off the E string and your pinky finger is going to migrate to the B string 5th fret. This is best done in steps. So from here, pointer finger off, and then by the time I'm going to strum that whole chord, my pinky fingers made it down to B5. And the last chord of the second line of the verse is B7 right here, and the pinky finger goes off and back on. Second line of verse, here we go. A7, C sharp 7, F sharp minor, E in the bass, B7. the 3rd and a half line, you're going to love this. It's regular old D7 and tinkle around. Do that to the baby E string. Then here's a chord for you. It's D sharp diminished 7. It's a lot like D7. We want D1, G2, B1, baby E2, and you'll notice that your ring, middle, and pinky fingers are making a D7 shape, but we need this finger to raise the bass note by 1 fret. Same deal with the baby E string. Then A7. It's A major 7 with a G sharp in the bass, so 1 finger A, and then your ring finger grabs that E string 4th fret. You're going to hit that first, followed by F sharp minor, walking down through F sharp minor 7 with an E in the bass. Now we'll go through all that. D7, D sharp diminished 7, A7, major 7 with a G sharp in the bass, F sharp minor, E in the bass. Then you hit B7 thusly, and when the B7 should be ringing out, he kind of stops the chord entirely to play with the A string. 2, 4, 4, 2, back into B7, and that second B7's play with the A string is really cool. It's 2, 2, 4, 2, O, as a pluck, pluck, hammer, pull, pull. B7. 2, 4, 4, 2, B7. D minor 7, which is 1, 1, 2, open. And here's a voicing of E7 you may have never considered before. Play E7 regular if you want, but here's the one that happens on the record. It's D2, B3, G4, and baby E4. Notice again, your middle, ring, and pinky fingers are making a D7 shape. It's just 2 frets higher, and now we've raised the bass note accordingly. So this is E7. And you can do that to the baby E string. Wave goodbye is B minor 7, and then G7. Now I'll do all that for you. B7. E7, which I can't do. There you go. When you're gonna do E7, you know, maybe hit those 2 first, because that's a really familiar shape. It's like a tiny power chord there, and then add the rest. I'm gonna try again. Here we go. B minor 7, G7. Now you're going to know what to do all the way up until the end of the second verse when we hit the section where we play the D minor 7 and the E7. We're not going to hit the B minor 7 and the G7. We're going to go into the bridge instead, which is going to be, now of course it's all swirly worshy noises. Here's the chords that the worshy noises imply. F sharp minor, C sharp 7, and 2 Ds. Play them however you want. Then A, C sharp 7, 1 D, and then F. Wave goodbye this time, B minor 7, and E. Into the last versy type thing with no worshy noises. I called it home stretch. I called it a versy type thing because it starts out like it's a verse, but then it starts to do its own thing and kind of blends with the outro. So start with the A7. The C sharp 7 with the walk up, but the F sharp minor walks down with the E in the bass, and the B7 plus the pinky action. Now G7, the middle finger's gonna to E7, where the pointer finger, then F sharp minor, E in the bass, minor, E7, and then our ended on F sharp minor. And with that, we triumphantly cross one more off the Euphoria morning list. Thank you so much for joining me for that one. Extra special to share the Chris Cornell solo songs in particular for me. So I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.